How's it going, YouTube? Muffinhead here. This video is because of all the rain teams that have been going around that are awful and really easy to beat, and I will go over why they are easy to beat. Rain teams focus 100% on offensive synergy. They don't resist that many spread moves. They just want to kill stuff before they die. Use that to your advantage, please. That's the first big tip. They just focus on that. They don't have any defensive capabilities. The second tip is have something that resists surf on your team. All rain teams have surf. They spam it the most because some of them it gives them boosts from like Storm Drain, Absorb Bulb, Dry Skin, and they all resist it pretty much. I mean, all the sweepers resist their own surf from Politoed. So they'll always spam surf. All you need to do is have something that can resist surf. If you have Latios versus Politoed and Ludicolo, it forces the Ice Beam from them onto your Latios. That makes it extremely predictable. You can protect, you can Tailwind, you can substitute, and they won't be able to KO you. So automatically right away, if you have something that resists water on the field while they have Ludicolo and Politoed, they're forced to use single target attacks. Keep that in your mind. Don't just look at Ludicolo in the rain and say, oh my god, it's gonna kill me, it's so powerful, it's so fast. No, Ice Beam is non-stab, non-boosted by the rain. So just remember that. It's really not that powerful, especially because most of them are non-stab Ice Beam, non-stab base 70 power attack. That rarely KOs things. After that, rain teams can get a little more interesting. They add Toxicroak, and wow, I didn't finish this team. If you have a rain team and you don't have Toxicroak, you're doing it wrong. You need Toxicroak to beat Tyranitar, to beat Abomasnow, to have fake out support that isn't special attack based, and that can also be immune to surf. So Toxicroak is always useful for the whole Sucker Punch deal, because a lot of the things that give rain teams trouble can be picked off by Sucker Punch, like Scarfmons. You can just Sucker Punch them, and it's pretty good type wise. It adds that second layer of not everything being a water type Pokemon, but it still isn't that good, and it's weak to a lot of stuff. So after that, rain teams look and they say, oh look, I have Politoed, Ludicolo, and Toxicroak, and there's no way to beat Cresselia at all. And they'll usually use Scizor. Scizor's fantastic in the rain. I've been saying this since day one. Rain makes fire weakness in half. Technician, Bullet Punch beats Abomasnow. Bug Bite for Tyranitar, Latios. Latios is a big rain counter, as I already mentioned, and Scizor is kind of the one thing that can beat it for rain teams, because Sucker Punch won't one-hit KO. So, rain teams usually have Politoed, Ludicolo, Toxicroak, and Scizor, and this covers pretty much everything. Notice, none of them resist discharge. It is so easy to discharge a rain team. Please, most discharge Pokemon resist surf. Like if you're going to use Rotom W, that's a great option to resist surf, because it forces the obvious Giga Drain, and max HP I'm pretty sure can survive if he hasn't gotten the boost. So you can just discharge into rain, or you can just do it with a bulky Pokemon like Porygon 2. So remember, rain teams, they have offensive synergy but no defensive synergy. They're very predictable, and you have to force the single target attacks. After that, rain teams pick a Thunder user, usually, just because of the added offensive capabilities, and it really doesn't do anything for defense. If you use Raikou, it gives another ground weakness with Toxicroak. If you use Thundurus, you don't have a single Pokemon on your rain team that resists discharge, and if you use Jolteon, it's frail and it's KO'd by everything. So Rotom W, Raikou, Jolteon, Thundurus are the best Thunder options, but they all kind of, I don't know, they're all kind of harmful to the actual rain team when you look at it. Because if you add that Thundermon, yes, it's ridiculously powerful, stab thunder in the rain, but no type balance. So if they survive your attack and hit you, they're at an advantage. Lastly, you have Musharna on rain teams, or similarly bulky Pokemon. You can predict a rain team. It is so easy. They'll have Politoed, Ludicolo, a Thunder user, Toxicroak, something else to beat Tyranitar, and something that reverses Trick Room. This is usually Musharna. Musharna is the best choice for a rain team. It's bulky, it can reverse Trick Room, it can helping hand any surf, and it's immune to the surf. So also it beats fighting Pokemon, which kind of give, like Hitmontop with Wide Guard gives rain team troubles, so you can psychic it. So keep that in mind when you look at a rain team. Don't say, oh my god, it's unbeatable. When you look at all 6 Pokemon together, yes, it is unbeatable. But rain teams can't use all 6 Pokemon. They aren't that broken. So just keep in your mind the Pokemon that they have out. If they have out Politoed, Ludicolo, force the single target attack, try to predict it, gain some momentum, deal some damage, and then in the back of your mind, just keep the idea that they really don't have that much defensive synergy. Ludicolo is pretty bulky, and max HP Politoed is pretty bulky, but really, as long as you have an electric type move that isn't one-hit KO'd, you're golden. And sometimes they'll pick the wrong Pokemon. They'll put Musharna when you don't have Trick Room, and they'll forget to bring Scizor when you have Tyranitar, and then it's GG. So yeah, rain teams, step it up. You guys are predictable as hell. Put some cool mons on there. Put some random telepathy, I don't even know. But yeah, if you need help with dealing with rain teams and any other team in general, check out Battling 202 on Smogon. I currently run it because Hui sucks. I'm just kidding. I love you, Hui. I love you. He doesn't even watch this. Anyways, check out Battling 202 if you need help. SPL is starting, the Smogon Premier League, which is this giant tournament where captains pick the best players from every tier. I signed up. Hopefully I make it. Crossing my fingers. And sorry it's been a while since my last video. I just got bored with Pokemon because all I see on Scarmbliss is this stupid rain team of Politoed, Ludicolo, Thunder, Fake Out, Reverse Trick Room, and Scizor. It's basically every team ever. So I got bored. Sorry guys. I am back for a little bit. And good luck, have fun, beat rain teams. Peace.